Premium Black News, y'all. What about the thing behind us, the artwork?
Let's see.
I don't mind it black. I don't mind it black.
Yeah, it's
Fine. But no, it's always nice stuff. It's good for me. Let's see.
We need to have our logo up there.
Huh?
Premium Black News used to be up there.
Can they do that? I think my head would be blocking it though.
Right.
Yeah, but people
You
just
do
sit
that?
and wait for you to move so they can read it, you know?
That's true.
You look very nice today, Ulric. I have to tell you.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you. You look.
Is this a new piece?
Huh? This is a new sweater. This is a new sweater.
Okay.
Sweater.
Yeah. Okay.
This one-
Rob Lowe 2000.
Yeah. You guys look great yourselves. You guys always dress to impress. You guys always have the headwear. And you always kind of sort of matching.
Yeah, him and I wear lines
Yeah,
like that.
always.
You know?
Just a little.
Wear lines like that.
Well, it's Christmas colors. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all right.
We didn't plan this.
It
by
looks
the
like
way.
you got on scrubs.
I do.
When
Maybe
you,
once in a while I put the jacket, put the sweater over it, or whatever. So yeah, it works.
That looks good too, man.
you know what's great about this show is that you remember those, not scrubs, but you remember those jackets that you designed,
Oh yeah.
the white jackets that you designed. This is like a great platform for that too.
Oh.
You know how people have merch.
Right.
A person could literally get the DocDoc Da Surgeon's scrubs and what's it called?
Right. Jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, now, Doc, I don't know this. You used to design jackets.
No, it's was a kind of look that I wanted to have, and I had the jacket kind of like made or cut that way, but it's like and had the personalized stuff on there, so it's nice.
Yeah, because when you work at these hospitals, they provide you with like made in China crappy gowns, not gowns, but
The jacket.
the
lab
jacket,
coats.
the lab coats.
Okay.
Right.
So he was like, it'd be nice if I could have a lab coat with just a little more. So he took
Spaz
it.
to it.
He took it to a tailor. They even added a trim to it. You have
Yeah,
like a
got
nice
trim.
trim, the edges to it. Yeah. So
Get the stitch work.
no. So this would
Real
add.
nice.
This would add like some sort of like. This would be a jump start to that because trust me, people know that the lab coats suck. Doctors know this, and they would love to get a
Some kind of
DocDoc Da
quality.
Surgeon quality lab coat. And how much do they normally cost? The
Well,
cheap ones,
Well, probably about 50 maybe.
$50, $49, and then it costs a little more money when you get your name put on it.
Yeah. So 60, 70.
Are they durable? Are they strong? Or do you have to keep replacing them?
Okay, but the type of jackets we're talking about is going to run about 200.
Yeah, you'll charge $200 definitely.
Jeez.
So,
But I must admit, oh Rick, you're looking good, man. I see you got looks like you're wearing natural fabrics and stuff.
It's wool.
I have
He
no
knows.
idea.
He knows. Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
I know. Wait.
What is it? Come on.
I know. Why would I know what this is?
You didn't look at the tag
No.
after what we put you through. All
No.
this?
That pertains to washing it, having to wash because the mistake I made was I didn't wash it. I didn't wash it correctly. He's referring to a time.
No. I'm talking about the acrylic sweater. How we broke down the acrylic sweater that time, and how now. Wait, let me wipe this. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
What's
And
it doing
how?
with the, somebody said something about the volume. Are we possibly low?
Can you not hear us?
Well, it's all the way up. I don't know what's
Okay.
that about. Let me
What
see. Egg. What's that? Egg prices have risen 50%. Moving the what? I can't read that with these glasses. Can you see that, Doc?
Egg prices.
Christopher Perkins.
Egg prices have rose 50% more in the last year. I predict gas prices will be high again this summer, starting in May. So, well,
Okay.
possibly
Okay.
it goes up and down.
Thanks for the
We'd expect that to be,
information. Pretty random.
Well, I mean, it's one of those
Funky
things that
fresh
happens.
dress to impress.
All right, that's
Ready
your
to
over.
party. That's you, man. You funky fresh dress, ready to party.
First of all, y'all is just fresh for me, is me, if not fresher.
Well, we
Yeah,
like the
okay.
fact that this is new.
Yeah, okay.
You're wearing some. You went out It looks like what? Macy's?
Shush. Tell people where I shop.
Okay, Macy's. I can't shop at Macy's. They
I don't
have
shop
my
at Macy's.
size.
I don't know where I shop. The clothes just they appear.
It's amazing how resistant he is, right? You get all like defensive and resistant. You're resisting, you're looking good. The fact that you went out and purchased something new makes us feel good.
Okay.
Look, the doc is sitting in scrubs. Look, this thing here, I got this from eBay. I paid like $50 for this from eBay, 100% cashmere. I got it like 2 years ago. I haven't bought anything new for the show. I have so much stuff. It's ridiculous.
Well, still great. New or old, we dress to please.
We dress to please.
Well,
Boom, that looks better. Yeah. I had my apple just now. I feel great about that apple. Well, I must
You're
say,
tearing those
lunches.
apples up.
Yeah, man. Look, I showed up with apples.
Yeah.
There was no nice bowl to put the apples in. No fruit bowl at the DocDoc Da Surgeon's. What is this? What is this? Your
workstation.
yeah, exactly, his workstation. So we are here with the Premium Black News. I am your host, BigElvisthechef Rosenberg, and I am here with two of my friends. They're not friends, but they're my friends. And we have.
I like the docs though.
Yeah. We want you guys to get along. I want you guys to get along, but I just don't want. You can't be friends. You know, it would take away the edge that we need to have what we're doing here.
Gotcha.
It's all part of my master plan here. I have a master plan here.
We're friends. Others just don't know.
They better not be. They're not allowed to exchange text messages and hang out and get a beer. None of that stuff. Actually, the doc.
We actually plan to invite them when we out. We go like, yo,
That can't happen.
come through.
That would cause a lot of tension. That would cause friction and tension. All right, you're not. They're my friends. They're not allowed to be friends. So wait. Are you saying that you got? No, I know the doc ain't got time to hang out with nobody. He's barely got time to do this. So that we're very thankful.
Oh, you sound like you're asking us if we're 2-time idiots.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm funny style like that. You know, I'm very what's the word? I've already said it. I'm funny style like that. But today we're gonna take a moment and we're gonna talk about the mother. Mother. You ever heard of the mother? You know who the mother is?
No.
The mother?
No, not the mother. Everybody has a mother.
MOTHA?
MUVA. Mother. Mother. Anybody can have a mother. Very few people have a mother. And this is a mother of, let's say, the 304s. And I say that respectfully to the 304s. Because everyone knows, only one I don't respect is the tramp.
What's a 304 again?
304 is when we used to have, you're 32 years old now.
Yes.
So back in the day, there was this thing called beepers. But your mother's in the hospital business, so she walks around with a beeper.
She's an RN, yes. No, I think she has some kind of walkie-talkie.
She has a walkie-talkie.
Not a beeper necessarily,
But before the walkie-talkie, wasn't there a beeper? Do you remember beepers?
Not that I recall, like from observation.
Okay. So beepers was.
I know what beepers are.
Oh, you know what they are.
I know
All
what beepers are. I don't recall my mother owning a beeper. is what
All
I'm
right,
saying.
right. So the beeper, if you wanted to, you would type in the words. And let's say you wanted to type in hello, you would type in 43110.
Okay.
And when they looked at the beeper, the 4 looks like an H, the 3 looks like a E, the 1 looks like a LL and O. So that's how you would say hello to people.
Okay.
And whenever you was trying to communicate that someone was a little bit like a hussy, you would say, you would tell your boy, or you would type the 403 or 304, which stands for HOE.
Okay.
So it's a hoe.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
I follow that.
So
I got that.
so the 304s are hoes. So
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's where it comes from. The 304 comes from the beeper world. Did you know that, Doc? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Doc and I, I'm much older than the Doc. Much older than the Doc. He's a younger guy.
What was it? What, 13 months?
13 months older?
No, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you gotta respect your elders, man. Y'all not allowed to be friends. Respect your elders. It's coming from an OG over here. So we're gonna talk about the mother, and I say mother because this woman actually has, I believe, a clothing line that refers to herself as a mother. Like that's part of the name of the clothing line, I believe.
It's like hip. It's cool.
Yeah, but mother has been around a while. It's a very gay thing. It's a very gay thing. Back in the days of the Banji Boys and the houses of Malone and the house of extravaganzas and all that. Back in the day, they
What
had.
are these terms here? I've never heard any of these terms you just mentioned.
Well, these used to be clubs. These used to be like groups of people that they would have what they call houses.
Okay.
Like you know how we have the house of what's the shoes you just showed me today? Kurt, what's that? Karl Lagerfeld. Yeah, he's wearing new shoes today too.
I'm not wearing any.
And it's Karl Lagerfeld. So Karl Lagerfeld will have a house, a fashion house.
Okay.
So back in the days, in the 80s, 70s and 80s, all the gay community, the black and Hispanic gay community created their own houses. And it was like fashion houses, and they would throw huge parties with trophies at the end. And it was like, it was a big to-do thing. Madonna was part of it. She was part of the House of Extravaganza and all that. And it was like at least 20 different houses. And interesting that I'm talking about houses, you know, Troy Terrain Star from the Star Report, he was given a plaque by the House of Ninja, I think. The House of Ninja gave him a plaque awarding him for all the work that he's done for the LGBT community. Because he was one of the first guys who put the first gay rapper on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
And Star was putting him on there every day.
Who was the first gay rapper on
I can't remember right now, but it was part of like, you know, this thing that happened. And they like gave him I don't know if that's the only reason why, but from what he's done, and he spoke, you know, Star is the big time objectivist. So he's not gonna give you what everyone is giving. He's not gonna give you the mainstream and all that kind of stuff. He's gonna step outside the box and have you thinking outside the box. So that's what's so great about him. And so mothers have been around a long time. There's like these young people would come up, these young gays would come up, and they couldn't talk to their parents. They couldn't talk to their family. So when they came up, there was always the mother of the house. And the mothers of the house were the ones that the young gays would look up to, and they would be told how to get money, how to dress.
Like a madam?
Not a madam. It wasn't prostitution going on.
Yeah.
It was like, it was more, yeah, but I guess like a madam, like, you know, or more like a big mama. They were like a big mama of the group. They were the oldest of their groups. So now we have Amber Rose. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, as I try to get this idea of this mother, is it
Mother.
Is it the big mama of gays? Is it the big mama of 304s? Or
Great question. I'm just telling you where the mother I know where it's come from.
Okay,
I'm a 49-year-old man, very proud of my age, and as a 49-year-old man living in New York City, I know about the different sects and the different things that was going on. And when I say sex, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about the sectors of the city and different not alternative lives. What's the word I'm looking for? When you groups, just different groups. You know, I'll come to me.
Alternative populations. I guess.
Yeah. So when you're in New York, you become very well versed in that. Like most people in New York could go to a Hispanic store and use the little bit of Spanish they learn in the streets, you know, to get what they need. You know, New York is like that. Everybody knows a little bit of something, you know, it's weird. It's kind of cool. But I digress from all that to tell you that the mother was co-hosting Drink Champs with our guy Nore and EFN, DJ EFN. So they had a guest on there. The guest is one of the top battle rappers one of the top battle rappers in the world, arguably. And his name is Murda Muke. And Murda Muke Have you heard of Murda Muke?
I've never heard of this person.
Have you heard of Murda
I
Muke?
think I've heard of him.
You think you heard of him? Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of battle raps out in Philly.
Big. I don't remember. I don't know. I
Isn't
couldn't tell
Philly
you that
famous? I
part.
know Philly's famous for battle rap.
Right.
Ness, Elliot Ness and looks that guy.
Yeah, well, Murda Muke was the guy who he's no joke. I mean, as far as his brain, he's lyrically he's able to pull stuff from around the room. He's really amazing. Like I don't know if he can come up with an album and songs and hooks and stuff like that, but on the spot, the guy is pretty damn amazing.
It's real
So
talent, yeah.
so there's this clip that we're gonna play. Of course, it's from WorldStar, a great place to get clips from. We could just do WorldStar clips all day until one of them breaks.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play that now.
But you mentioned something earlier.
Tell
you
me.
said Amber Rose.
Amber
is
Rose.
Is she the
Co-host. She's the co-host and she's the mother
She's the mother.
of the 304s.
Of the
And I
304s.
say that respectfully.
Okay.
Because everyone knows, let me tell you something, I got nothing against whores. I have nothing against sluts. My issue is with tramps. I don't like tramps. Tramps is the woman who's going to befriend your wife just so she can sleep with you. A tramp is the woman who's going to sleep with all her friends' men. She's going to sleep with her sister's man. She's going to sleep with her sister's husband. She's going to sleep with her son's
Friend.
friend. Thank you.
Somebody.
Yeah, those are tramps. I don't like tramps. Whores, 304s, I have no problem with a 304.
You know, people might have the talent or the gift, but they not consistent, so motherfucker, they just go away, they don't make nothing, right? But then you might have a person, you be like, all right, cool, I gotta stand right. Having no talent is the new talent, right? So it's like, that's a fact though.
Having no talent is the new talent. I gotta throw my
Why
shit
niggas
away.
getting famous just because they views talent? Look at all the views. Violence, stupid new challenge, whole lot of ignorant dudes on the news.
Hacking algorithm,
Shit's
yeah.
getting booked for 2,000 because they post a nude style. And think about it, having no talent, that's the new talent. I saw a bitch on red carpet. I said, tell me what you do. She said, I'm pretty. I pierce my clit, my titties, my belly button too. I twerk for the gram. My videos get a hell of a bunch of views. That's very fucking cool, but tell me what you do. It's disgusting. Hoes winning be the image they pumping. Bitches getting famous or famous niggas they fucking. But it's the nigga fault they getting caught. End of discussion. You can't blame the hoes. At the end of the day, them bitches is hustling, man. That was just quick something, but like that's the real shit though. So when you're not consistent, but when you're not consistent and you be like, oh, I'm better than this person or better than that person.
Let me ask you a
This
question.
other person is
No, let me ask you a question.
Right, she's guest host today. I forgot.
But what's the problem?
As far as what? I like the way you said that too, like confrontational.
Yeah, sound like it's about to be a battle.
What's the problem?
Be good. No, what do you mean? I'm from Harlem.
No, I'm saying, but what's the problem?
Nothing. I ain't have a problem with none of that shit. I just report the news.
Okay, but you just freestyling.
Having no talent
But
is
do you
new
believe
talent.
it?
As having no talent is the new talent?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but is it a problem?
Is it a problem?
Yeah. Like, do you feel some type of way?
No, it's because I don't got nothing to do with me. It's just what I see.
Do we make some noise?
Yeah, but no, but I'm saying
Think about it, right? It's a
I'm saying,
talent
like-
in itself, though. If having no talent is a talent, that's some talent. Now you're talented. Like, you talented at not being talented.
That became a talent, right?
That became a talent.
But like,
It's
who do you
looking in the
blame
mirror.
for that?
Blame?
That's
Yeah.
a 90s thing.
Like, who do you blame for that? Like, is it the girl's problem or is it the consumer?
Oh, this is not even just about
It's the
females,
consumer.
guys. That was just the woman thing that I used. That was just one aspect.
I
of it.
just feel like guys should not, like, just never talk about women.
As far as
everything. Like, it should never be a conversation.
you said, talk about them.
Yeah, like, as far as, like, okay, let's say, like, me, Kim Kardashian, Jada, Ari, like, it should never be a conversation amongst men because it's like, you have to then blame the consumer, right? Because these girls, us, are, like, known as, like, not having talent, but, like, we make a lot of money.
Well, no, I don't even. Well, you just showed me you was talented, so that's kind of like.
I get it, right? But, like, so let's say,
like this discussion. Keep it
this is a good discussion.
Respect.
No, it's respect. It's always respect. It's always respect, right?
This is why it should be a
addressed. It's a conversation.
It should be.
I just feel like when it comes to men, right, and it's like hoes and all that, right? But like y'all stick y'all dick in everything, but then you call us hoes for the consumer loving us.
Niggas still calling chicks hoes?
Yeah, you just did.
No. I'm reporting on no.
No, you did in your freestyle.
What I'm saying is hoes is what they right? That's what they say, hoes. You just said hoes, right?
No, you said
else,
that.
right, but that's not from me.
He was saying it from a different
I'm saying it
POV.
from
That was the rhyme that was saying it from a different POV.
I said on the news, right? That was the beginning of I forgot what I said too. It was like I said something about the news, right? You see something on the news wilding, like a new challenge on the news. Everything this was being reported. This is not
So
from
do you
me.
believe that girls that are on and popping, or like if they're fucking somebody and they get on and popping, are they hoes?
Hell no, ain't no hoes to me. I'm a hoe. What do you mean? Everybody's a hoe. Right?
It got weird.
Y'all hope for something.
No, I appreciate
words,
that.
right?
No,
These
I
are words,
appreciate
right?
that. But like,
So
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, those are derogatory labels, right? So like, think of like a white man calling you the N-word, right?
Yeah.
Those are like derogatory labels, right? But as people of color, right, we feel some type of way. But when it comes to men and women, a lot of men don't feel some type of way about the derogatory labels that are put on women, especially black women or women of color. So that's why I asked you when you said hoe, like what do you mean?
Q Charles.
Hoes, like, that's what just a regular saying. Hoes, niggas, bitches, my nigga. But, like, that's just everything.
But when you say nigga, you say it in an endearing way, right?
Not really sometimes.
Sometimes, but it's not like a white man would be saying it. It wouldn't be the same thing.
Like, what do you mean?
But it wouldn't be the same thing, correct? It would be more in an endearing way
What
as far as like a
conversation
black person. So when men say hoes to women, it's in a derogatory way. It's not.
Talk to
It's
me.
like if she's trying to like get him on some. It's like she's trying to trap him. It's like some word with the. And I don't know. And for some reason, he's like backpedaling off of it.
He's
some reason.
backpedaling like crazy, right?
I don't know. He likes her. He's trying to get. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's weird.
No,
It's just
yo,
weird.
I 100% agree with you, Dick. She's trying to find something to be correct about. She's trying to find some way that the men in the room are being wrong.
She's trying to get on some moralistic standpoint, but
Yeah.
I think the part that kind of like jumped out really is the fact that her comment about, and I don't know where she was going at with it. I think she kind of cleaned it up a little bit. The fact that you shouldn't talk about women at all. Guys shouldn't be talking about women.
Right.
So, and that's like the second person that I think I've kind of like heard. I think one of these, women of that, 3 or 4 genre, kind of like said something similar. Like, guys shouldn't be talking about women stuff at all.
So you think Amber Rose is part of that 3 or 4 genre? You think Amber Rose is?
She's trying to represent.
Well, she has a thing called slut walk. You ever heard of the slut walk?
Oh, of course I know the slut walk. That's where they women get scantily
So she was like one of the original folks that's trying
to fight against rape. I know that.
Is it rape? Or they're fighting
The
against
slut walk is the
being
slut walk against.
promiscuous and they should be proud of it.
No, the slut walk is about the slut walk specifically was about men justifying some actions because they were asking for it. So that's why they dress, because they were dressed like sluts. So that's
So
why.
in other words,
the
you're
slut
just
walk
like a
is-
But a slut doesn't dress a certain way. That's
yeah,
just
exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. No, that
I
whole,
know.
the whole movement
I know
is contrived.
sluts that have that wear hijabs.
Yeah.
Respectful.
No, sure. No, I'm sure. Like, yeah, you're right. What you're saying is completely exactly.
Let's
right.
just finish this, okay? And then we're gonna go
In a
back.
loving, endearing way.
Not all the time though. I don't think so. Not all the
It's
time.
usually the energy that's put into it.
Like niggas be with their family and coming in. Like I'm pretty sure we all got family. A nigga probably nigga call their daughter, you hoes in here just not cleaning up and shit like that. Niggas grandfathers do that shit. Like
Wait, who did that to their daughter?
niggas
Wait a minute.
Red guy say whatever the fuck he wanna say. I'm not gonna hold heifers. You have like
I just feel like I'm not trying to pick on you, but as a
no, you can't. Nobody can pick on me.
All I'm saying this is like as
I'm an
men.
aggressor all the time.
No, I am.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you, I'm an
No,
aggressor.
I am though.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Listen, Merry Christmas.
No, I am.
You know it's real when he threw out his sign right
I
now.
know. This is, yeah, I'm a Sagittarius too. You shit me?
I just feel like men just should never say that.
No, I understand. Like, I'm,
Yeah.
you know, but
Like, hold.
do you talk about niggas in a derogatory way?
Niggas ain't shit.
No,
I mean, it's like majority.
It's like reparations.
It's like majority.
It's like-
I'm saying, like,
it's like-
if I
we
say,
need them, but it's fire.
No, I think it's set up.
Tell me what you mean. You think
I
it's a
feel
setup?
I think, I think she's on there. I think with Nore and all of them, with the idea of being a little bit more provocative, because you don't do that and they come out, well, yeah, niggas ain't shit.
No.
When you're asking for,
I
hey,
disagree.
When you're asking that, hey, you shouldn't be saying women are hoes. But I feel like, oh, niggas ain't shit. But you shouldn't say women are hoes because that's offensive. It sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
It's like,
bullshit.
so
It's
it's like-
100% bullshit.
so it's like,
But let me tell you, what do you think about this dude backpedaling like this?
No, all right. I disagree that he was backpedaling.
Really?
I
Oh,
disagree.
oh,
No, I
oh,
disagree.
please.
No, I disagree that he was backpedaling. I feel like what he was doing was he saw how hard he saw that this woman was looking for a fight, and he wasn't playing into her looking for a fight. So he was actually coming at her like soft, the way you would come at a kid who's like acting angry for no reason. Now I don't think I think the way he did it wasn't as smooth to your liking, your guys' liking. But I think what he was
I'm
really
gonna tell you
trying
how
to-
I feel.
Yeah, but I think what he was really trying to do is be like, wait, where are you offended? He was letting her get hyper while he was being calm. So now he might have not been that smooth with it, but I don't think he was running away from the fight.
I hear what
Dom.
you say. I
Go
hear
ahead, Dom.
what you say, and you may have some truth in that. But however he accomplished it is by backpedaling. He didn't.
But
He
backpedaling would
certainly
be like
said-
he made a point and then fell back from the point. So what point did he make and then started going back on the point that he wanted?
Well, some of the things that he said, he didn't really stand on it. He
Like
kind of
what?
Exactly. That's
he
my
didn't
whole
stand on it.
thing.
He backed up.
He didn't go 10 toes
But
down.
what didn't he stand on?
He called all these women with no talent.
Right. No doubt.
And he's sick of these women on red carpets.
Right.
That when you ask the woman, how do you get here? She says, look at my outfit.
But
That's
he
how
didn't
I
say,
got
he
here.
didn't say he
Probably
was
got-
sick of it
she
though.
probably got
No.
triggered.
He didn't say no.
She
he didn't
was
say,
triggered.
Yeah,
No,
she
he didn't
was
say
triggered.
he
She
was
was-
sick of it though. He never came angry. He just saying he observes it. That's the whole point. His whole energy was never angry.
disagree.
He was
I disagree.
he was saying
I think he segued that. He
Huh?
segued into reporting.
But
That's part of
he wasn't
deflection.
angry about it. He's saying what he's seeing is people with people with no talent getting more famous. He's seeing that. He's not saying why is it that everybody with no talent gets famous. He
But-
wasn't come with that energy. She
but-
was.
I disagree.
She
was. I don't think
Let me
he
say
did.
this. Can I say this? This is the same conversation we had downstairs to some degree. We went to an event the other night. Last week, right before we did the show, we went to an event. And there was a woman there at the event who I refer to as a booger bear. The doc then says, she got a nice following. And I flip out and go, I don't care if she got a nice following. She's a freaking booger bear. Nah, I ain't impressed by no woman with a following. Any woman, they don't have to work hard to get a following. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I look at these women that do car shows, because I'm heavy into the car shows. I love car shows. I know a lot about cars. You guys in the thing, you can ask me a car question, you'll be blown away how I know different engines, different years they were made, all kind of things from the average car to the exotic car. I'm big on cars. Yeah. And now there's this huge thing where women are now trying to get into the car world online. And I'm watching these shows and they're trash. They are 100% trash. All you're doing is reading all the specs from the last guy who did a spec on this car. You add nothing to the equation. That's how I feel. Am I wrong? Possibly.
No.
But let me say this. Right. I'm not impressed by no chick with a following. I'm not impressed by no booger bear who got 30,000 people following her. I'm not impressed by that. Murda Muke played himself. He showed his true, he's a poet, and he ain't got a backbone, and he couldn't stand up to the mother. We have to understand, this is the Andrew Tate of the 304s. Amber Rose is the Andrew Tate of the 304s. You're not going to trip up Amber Rose. You're not going to make her stumble and fumble. Her verbiage game is top notch.
I don't know about that.
I've seen her. I've seen her speak.
I've just seen her speak. And
No.
I don't know about that.
I've seen her speak.
Just now, she couldn't even stay on a topic. She does not have any kind of verbal game.
She has enough verbal game to have him stuttering, fumbling,
No, he
muttering.
wasn't stuttering. He exposed. You see how we noticed? One thing I feel like we all agree with is that Amber Rose was kind of finding different things to fight about. But where she started talking about for people of color, she started talking about women, how women are treated, and how how she started getting on attacking different points.
Right.
If she knew what she was talking about, we wouldn't have observed how she seemed all crazy. All we observed is that she kept looking for a fight. Was that clearly
he wasn't ready, yes.
Yeah, but if
And
she
he
had
wasn't
verbal,
ready.
any
He couldn't
person
handle
with
it.
verbal game never seems like they're looking for a fight. She was literally, he was chilling and calling back, and she was attacking him on she couldn't even stay on one point. She couldn't even prove him wrong on one single point. That's why she jumped from
But he never answered her question. Is it the fault of the
That was never a
304?
question. She presented that question.
Or
That
was
never
it the fault
discussion.
of the market?
No, that was never.
Is it the market?
That's a stupid. First of all, that's an idiotic question. I don't even know what she was fucking trying to ask with that.
I'll
question.
tell you what she was trying
That's
to
an
ask.
idiotic question.
I'll tell
Because
you.
no one was blaming
That
women.
is
No one was
actually-
blaming what. No,
You know
no.
what? That is actually the one thing about all her statement that could hang a hat on.
Yes.
That's the only one thing that she said.
Yeah.
You could-
All the
she
other
presented
stuff
a
was-
debate.
was-
She
was
presented a debate that didn't even exist there. Nobody was debating whether or not it was okay. All he's saying, he observes now that women have forget women, because that wasn't even the subject. He observed that people with no talent are getting more opportunities. So people with more talent, that's what he observed.
Including
He didn't
the
say-
whore.
No,
Including the whore. Including the whore.
Yeah, but that's all he said that she observed. She started getting in a conversation. Is it okay? Is it the market's fault? She started just finding different debate points. She didn't even prove him wrong on any debate point. She just brought up, oh, now is it the market? Is it the consumer? She was pulling questions out her butt. She did not have any basis, any strength, any verbiage game on anything she was saying just now.
We're going to go a little bit more into that and figure out whether or not where Amber Rose really stood at and whether or not she had any real point. Well, back to earlier.
Right.
We went to this party the other day. All right.
Right.
It was not really a party.
It was an event.
It was an event.
Those are called
It was a
events.
get-together.
Yeah. It was
And we
an
had
event.
this woman that showed up, and Elvis referred to her as a booger bear. What would
A
you?
booger
I don't even know what the fuck a booger bear is. Seriously, I don't know
What was your impression of the young lady?
My impression of young lady was let me just describe a little bit. She was a black woman. She was a black woman. She had the falsely colored eyes. She had a line around her head that seemed to be for a do-rag or some kind of tight head piece.
Right.
She had slick kind of black hair that was kind of ratty and not done, no gelled, kind of pretty dry. And she was thick, not in a. I don't think we had different interpretations of her thickness.
What's your
all three of us.
interpretation?
I didn't think she was grossly thick. I thought she was thickish. Still sexable. But Elvis had a different interpretation.
This lady, okay,
All right.
she may have been 5'7", 5'8", maybe about strong 250.
Easy.
No.
Easy.
No. Wait. She
Yes,
might
she
have been.
was.
She might have been.
Yes, she was.
She might have been 250.
No, she no.
Okay, but
She was 5'6", 250 pounds
But
minimum.
let's say this.
She-
With that being said, the overall, the way it was put together would be somebody who's like, 5'2", 130 pounds.
I'll
You
go
know,
like
Whoa. Say that again. I got
Something
distracted in my
about that.
mind. What did you say?
In other words, you know what? She wore the weight, better than most folks that would have to wear that amount of weight.
How do you wear 250 pounds on a 5'7" body?
Well, the
There's
way
no way
did-
she was 250 pounds, man.
What do you say?
But it was
180?
a lot. I mean, she was more than 180. She was more than 180.
maybe maybe 170. 170.
You know what? I think I'd like for us to find out.
First 250.
I don't wanna find
250,
out. I could go the rest of my life and
man.
never find these answers
Bro,
out.
250,
But I'll tell you
that's
what. I'll tell you
crazy.
what.
250,
So
that's
the
crazy.
young lady, she's a personal trainer, okay, and so she has a following, But my point about her having a following wasn't the fact that she's out there, parading herself, because on her thing she doesn't really have pictures of herself. It's more work-related stuff. So I said her following is as a result of her work. So that's why it was a little bit more interesting. But that's like a segue from the whole story. I think this young lady is out there working and busting behind. She's hustling, and I think, kudos to her, despite her, however she decided.
When you say
to-
following, how many followers?
I think she had about like 6,000 or 7,000. Yeah, I mean, so if she's doing that, and if all of them are like personal training type of folks, I mean, she's hustling. She's
But
doing
y'all
that.
talking about her aesthetic, because
No, I'm talking about
we
work
disagreed
ethic.
about how attractive. What we really disagreed about is how attractive she was. What we're disagreeing about Amber was Amber seems to be disagreeing about whether or not it's okay for men to critique women.
We're
Or
back
it's
on the
okay
topic.
to yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I think
a rebel without a cause. She doesn't know what she's disagreeing
I
with.
totally disagree with her when she talks about men need to just shut up. But you know what she did though? She talked to him like he was a little boy.
I think
She
she was
talked-
too dumb for that.
I think she talked to him like he was a sucker that she could just say whatever she wanted to and he wasn't gonna have the backbone.
Parents and teachers know how to stay on topic. It's the kids who get distracted and go on to. I work with kids, and the main thing about kids, when you discipline them and when you're talking to them, they're usually trying to change the subject or trying to change the blame. What adults do is to stay on topic exactly why what you said is wrong and say on some specific. Amber Rose, she didn't even know what she was arguing about. She sounded like a little kid. But he was trying to understand what she was arguing about, and that perceived to his kindness. Because how she was talking about, she sounded like how children complain to me. They just find different things they're mad about, and he's trying to say, wait, what specifically are you mad at? What is it that you're wrong? And that's why I think he wasn't backpedaling. I think he was just calmly dealing with
I hear
the
your
child.
point. I think your point is well said, and I respect it. But let me tell you,
It doesn't feel that
she
way.
gave him a lot of opportunity to go 10 toes down, and he refused to. I don't think he was capable of it.
I think she wanted to bait
he
him.
did.
Though. She was trying
He
to bait
did.
him into.
Yeah.
He was trying to
did.
bait him
Yeah.
into checking her.
Yeah.
And he wasn't taking the bait.
He did. My thing is this, and that's why I felt like, there was too many situations. Nori sat back on the back end of it too long to see if something was going to brew. I have to say, she felt like she was just smarter than him.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I
That
agree.
she-
I agree.
that she-
Oh, yes.
I agree.
And that
I
she
agree.
could,
I agree.
and she could dance around the topic.
She's
of
the
it.
mother.
Yeah, I
you know,
agree.
She's
I
the
agree.
mother of the 304s, and there's no way you're gonna out-talk her. She proved that. And then I hear what you're saying about how she went back and forth, but the point remains. You got a problem? That's what she wanted to know. You got a problem? And he backpedaled, and he was like scared, and he was shook.
But here's the thing. The problem is, when you have this lady on this panel, expressing herself the way that she's expressing herself, what does that mean? So it's, she was the only one there, but, the way she's talking to these guys, we talk about it all the time, this agenda, what it seems to to try to emasculate men, to make men not react. Like, in what other setting would somebody feel that comfortable to come out of their expression that way?
Yeah.
Even towards the end about the way she felt about niggas and stuff like that.
He was food.
Yeah.
He was food to her.
But the thing is, not only
she
that-
knows men like that who like to
But-
draw the whole word around. She checked him.
Oh,
I feel like she checked him.
You know what I think? What
I
we're
feel like
disagreeing about?
Amber Rose
This-
checked
yo,
it.
we have a
Everybody else
different
was there, too.
interpretation.
You know,
We
everybody
have a
else was
different
there.
interpretation of
You
the
know,
viewer.
I'm
I
looking-
assume the viewer would notice how lost she was on her point. You would assume that the viewer just sees a woman berating a guy and him not coming back with either matching her energy and like stopping her momentum because she was just getting more hyper and hyper.
Right.
And he was just falling back. So in my interpretation, I assume the viewer to see her and see that this woman looks dumb and she looks crazy. But you see that the person viewing this would be like, all right, this motherfucker was just getting berated. So maybe
He couldn't handle her. He couldn't handle her. He couldn't handle her, and she ate him like food.
I disagree that a more aggressive man would have sounded better. I think she would have trapped a more aggressive man into like saying something rude because she wouldn't have stopped and she might have said something disrespectful.
You didn't have
just
to
like
be
she said,
rude.
nigga.
You don't have
like
to be
she said-
rude.
She said niggas ain't shit. So she
So-
didn't handle herself with any
That's
poise.
what I'm saying.
She didn't handle herself with any poise, any intelligence, anything that would be indicative of someone winning an argument
But-
or looking intelligent. She sounded dumb.
This is where the backpedaling gets bananas because it's not even about her sounding dumb. Fine, she could sound dumb, but it's just the overall balance and respect that exists there. So now he did all this backpedaling about about the whole thing about the hoes. Like, so what do you feel about niggas? It's like, oh, niggas ain't shit. So then because he laid down so much, he just walked over him.
Yes.
She
That's fair. That's a fair point.
She walked over
That's-
him.
That's a fair point.
If that's how you feel about hoes and you're not willing to go 10 toes down with an actual point, stop me from talking, then niggas ain't shit.
Right.
And she let him know.
and she
ate
doubled
him.
down on it.
She ate him.
And
He
she
was
doubled down on it.
food.
I get what you're saying.
The
in that
mother
aspect.
ate him like food.
Because he should have corrected her, corrected that comment and showed how much of a hypocrite she would be about talking about that.
Amber Rose ate Murda Muke like food.
I think Murda Muke was being smart. I don't think he could handle that. He could have handled that better.
Well, you know what? And the
I don't
other thing
think he
is,
could have handled that
at
better.
that point, you have to watch. He's
Well,
also
wait.
he's also in a disadvantage.
Exactly, I agree.
And that he has the less star power of everybody that was on the thing.
He handled that well.
Lori
He
and
handled
her,
that well.
He's a small, he's a local.
He's
street
smart.
rapper who,
He's smart. He
folks,
tried to check her. He
battle
tried to be
rapper
bigger than his
who's
britches.
well known throughout the
Let
battle
me
rapping
say this before I forget.
circuit. But he's known through like the battle rapping circuit. But his
Exactly.
audience
He's a
relatively
battle
small.
rapper.
So
He's
him
smart.
being on this stage is kind of like a big thing for him. So he doesn't want to be on there, going back and forth. But you can't lose yourself,
I don't think he
and
lost
where you
himself,
st-
man.
I don't know. I think he felt differently than what he expressed himself, and I think he backpedaled.
Let me say this before I forget. He was a freaking idiot to rap about a person with no talent and to rap about a person who is working, making the money and no talent. I think it was rude of him to throw that freestyle out there that people with no talent are winning. I think when you look at Amber Rose, people would agree that she came up because of a man. She came up because of two men. I'm not saying that the woman doesn't have talent herself, because you can't get by this far on beauty alone. Okay, so she's made the right decisions to some degree, but let me tell you, it was disrespectful for him to start attacking her indirectly, and then when called out on it, wouldn't go 10 toes down, trying to seek clarification as to what point does she want him to work. Dude, you done pissed off this woman. This is the mother of the 304s. This is the Andrew Tate of her clan. This is the slut walk queen. You shouldn't have even opened your mouth to say that. You shouldn't have been talking about people with talent are winning right now. Without talent are winning. He was dead wrong. He was wrong. He shouldn't have did that. And I think that her getting all pissed off like that And then she even said, "No, I am aggressive. I am aggressive." Because he was
I
like,
thought she said that. I'm
No,
a Sagittarius.
no, he
he
I'm
said that.
aggressive.
He said a person could.
He
Da,
said
da,
I'm
da,
aggressive.
and then she said, "I'm aggressive." She said, "No. I'm the aggressive one here."
I thought he said I'm aggressive.
She
No, he
ate
didn't.
him like
Yeah, he
food.
said it.
He was food.
He said, "You know what? It's weird."
But he blamed his sign. I
have
don't know
a
why he
different-
brought up his sign.
She
That's some
said
girly
something
shit to do.
about
I don't know
about getting on him, and he's like, "Nobody could get on me."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, because
With
I'm
the
aggressor-
bravado.
because I'm the aggressor." She's like, "No, I'm the aggressor."
I'm
But
the
see,
aggressor.
But that whole thing, so now you have a
pissing
pissing contest with a woman.
All right. I agree with
Exactly.
that. I agree with that. I
But
agree with
see,
that. I agree with that.
the
Which is
fact-
He was
beta.
wrong then.
Which is
I agree
beta.
with that. That was
That's
wrong
beta.
then. That was wrong then. He was wrong on that point. He
Yeah,
was wrong on
alpha
that
don't
point.
never have to say aggressive. Don't never have to say they're aggressive.
Yeah.
You just are.
Yeah, he's wrong on that point. He's wrong on that.
You aggressive? No, you're not aggressive.
But see, those are the things that allow
You're
her to
passive
feed-
aggressive.
Those are the things that allow you to feed on that, based even on the rap. Because the thing is, he's smart enough to know what he's doing.
Is he?
A subliminal jab at her.
Yes.
Walking, the
Yes.
red carpet, all that is on.
He's talking about her.
She could really feel like, okay, he's talking about me like on the slide.
But even if he's not talking about her, for him not to think that it's going to affect her, it's disrespectful, man.
But the thing is, and if you're gonna go that route, you should be able to defend it.
Exactly.
That's it.
I thought he defended it fine.
I mean, he ain't really defended. He just kind of like danced. He danced.
He danced.
Yeah,
Like-
you're supposed to. This is, yo, you
that
don't argue.
freestyle rap
You
was
don't
much
argue.
stronger
You don't argue
than his
with.
defense.
You don't argue with
He's a
terrorists.
poet.
Yeah,
You don't argue with. You don't argue with terrorists. You don't try to dominate rescue dogs. You just let you got. I don't know how to explain it.
No, you just explained it. That's we can
yeah,
understand
but that's
that.
what I'm saying. She's gonna be belligerent. There's no matter how masculine you think of a man is, she's not gonna be. I don't want to call her uncheckable, but she's the kind of woman you would just end up putting hands on because she wouldn't back down.
yes.
She just wouldn't. What I'm saying is, so I don't think there's any. Like she would call your bluff. She would bring. Not saying that it's right to put hands on women, but I'm saying she would bring you to a point where she would try to test you so much where she would put hands on you just to
No,
see
she
what
wouldn't.
you would do.
No, she wouldn't.
That's
Yes, she
what
would.
I.
No,
That's
she
what I.
wouldn't.
think.
I think this.
She
all
comes
that's what
across
I'm
as an
saying.
abuse.
But that's why I said she
All
didn't do
of this-
anything wrong because there's no way to check
All
on her
of this-
like
I don't
that.
think it's- I think
You don't check. You just deal with her like
I
that.
think all
You
that's-
just make everybody hear how she sounds like a crazy, like a dummy,
I
like
think-
a simpleton.
I think all those things occur, and then right from the beginning of how you interact with this person, let her feel where she's going to go along with it.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people she tries, and there's a lot of people she don't even begin to try.
Exactly.
So it's where you kind of like place yourself. And at the end of the day, it's all your fault.
Boom.
Because she talked about the consumers. So all these no talent, quote unquote, folks who are winning, they're winning off your dime. Somehow that no talent have gotten your interest.
Exactly.
And the thing is, we can talk about it all day as to what makes sense or what doesn't make sense. But we have so many people out there funding the no talent because they're not completely aware that, in the end we all lose.
Ulric, why you biting why you chomping at the bit? What's up?
Go ahead, what
I'm
you
strong. Come on.
There's an aspect about the consumer, how consumer. All right, so the consumer determines the market.
Right.
I agree. Consumer does have to determine the market. With music, the industry can influence the market in such a powerful way that they can attach trends to music. They attach a style of clothes to music, wherein your taste and what you're drawn towards has nothing to do with the music. So talent has nothing to do with it at a certain point. Especially how music is moving forward. So people who suck, who we assume has no talent and just has a drum machine behind them and playing music. I don't think it's because consumers' taste eroded or taste got any different. I think that their taste was just co-opted with fashion trends and co-opted with kind of looks and style and with I don't even care, the hoishness that Amber Rose presented. Amber Rose makes music, right?
Yeah, she does.
So right, so her music. So I really assume people don't listen to music for her music, how it sounds. They listen to music to support Amber Rose,
I didn't
to
know
support
music.
the holishness. So I
Yeah,
don't
she has
think-
a new song.
So
That's
I
where he
think-
said, I saw your talent. You have talent. I just saw it when he was backpedaling.
Yeah, it's not that. All right, so I do agree. So that
He's
in
trying
that
to
case,
get.
I was back
He's
there.
trying to get a feature.
But,
That's what he's out there.
but I'm
doing.
saying, but it's not talent. It's not that
You know?
consumer. It's not that the consumer is like is picking her. It's that the consumer is just picking that. Come on, she's an oppression hustler. She's a slut walk king. She went from an artist to now she's a slut walk. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, at the end of the day, he seemed like he backpedaled.
Oh, yeah.
The more and more I think about it,
Beta!
So that's the part I'm kind of
Beta!
hesitant on a little bit. At the end of the day, I think he was on the show to ask Kiss and try to get a feature and try to work on his career.
Yeah, but look, he's a battle rapper. What else?
Yeah,
would
but
he do?
still,
He's a battle
all the
rapper.
battle rappers, they want to get mainstream and they want to get a deal and they want to be like, what's his name that got signed by Rick Ross?
McMill?
McMills. They're from that same little culture group. He was a battle rapper. I think they had a battle with each other. Murda Muke and Mills, some long time ago. So, and,
I wouldn't know.
So,
Respectfully, of course. That's not because I'm above the battle rap world. I just, I just can't be in a room with that much testosterone.
So it's the.
I like to when I go out, I want 2, 3 women
before,
around me.
there used to be gladiators where they killed each other. Now they get into a room and talk shit about each other. This is
Right.
what it is. And this is where we've gotten to. We gotta ask ourselves what we doing.
We gotta ask ourselves,
What is it that
Beta!
We should stop getting into arguments with women, and stop having people like DJ is not Envy. Who's that guy?
EFN?
Who's the drink champs? Noriega.
Noriega.
He put Murda Muke in a bad position.
See,
Murda Muke put himself in a bad position by talking
But he's gonna
about.
say no to it. He's gonna say no to that opportunity to be on Drink Champs.
I
He's
mean,
a
that's
battle
weird.
rapper.
That's what I'm saying. It was
He'll
set
take
up.
that
I felt like it was.
opportunity.
I don't think it just happened. Sporadically.
I think he was in a
Let me
no-win situation.
let me throw the question up here, real simple. You riding with Amber or you riding with Murda Muke?
Murda Muke, 100%. Amber Rose is a dummy.
Oh, okay.
She's bad for girls. She's
Whoa.
bad
Don't
for
add
women.
homonyms. Don't add
She's bad.
homonyms.
Sorry.
Yeah. What about you? Riding with Amber or you riding with Murda Muke?
I can't ride with neither one of them.
Okay.
I can't ride with neither one.
But you have to pick one for this setting.
I can't pick them. I can't just.
Okay.
Look, I'll just make a quick argument for that. Just make an argument just to persuade you specifically. Amber Rose was only in a position to win in that competition. Only in a position to win. There was nothing she could do to mess that up. And she was in a position against a battle rapper. They try to put her in a position where she looked superior and where she can check somebody and be a champion for women.
No.
For women.
He put himself in that position.
Anyway, okay.
She was just
So you're
chilling
gonna
as
say
a
no
co-host.
Anyway,
He
so
forgot
you're gonna
that
say no to come on.
Yeah, he forgot that she was even his co-host. He said, "Oh, wait, this is my co-host. I
You say
forgot."
Noriega forgot her?
Noriega forgot. She was just sitting back chilling. She was just,
But
she was in a humble position.
She's gonna check she's literally in a position to discuss where the new people we're in a generation of people who quote unquote have no talent. So
Right.
And people who are getting quote unquote big off little stuff. Amber Rose has a lot of respect in that realm.
Right.
Amber Rose had she even has respect for the people who have been sexually assaulted, who she exploits in order to put herself forward. She's in a realm of a person of power. She has some respect compared to what Murda Muke. He's just a battle rapper who apparently is judgmental about women. She actually tried to frame it about women and about women in color. She knows she has support. Once they start talking in those words, you know they have support. Amber Rose is supported. She's no hero. She's
those are the dog whistle words.
Exploiter.
The dog whistle
Okay.
words that if you say something about in a negative way, then you almost always automatically come out as being wrong. You
Right.
know?
Exactly.
So let me
that's what
let
I'm
me
saying.
answer the question before we end this segment.
You know.
I am riding with Amber, the mother, who checked the beta. He could, let me tell you, man, I know men like him. I know a lot of men like him. A lot of men like him, they're around their boys. You see? We're friends. You're my friend and you're my friend. You know, these two can't be friends. But the way this works is, you're not gonna see Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg with 14 guys hanging out with a bunch of yes men. As you can see, no yes men here. No one is looking up to Big Elvis the Chef and wanna go like that. No. We all have our own minds here. That's what's so great about the Premium Black News channel, where we talk about today's topics, about current events and what's going on, and we bring an objective perspective. It's called objectivism. It's also called objective hate, where we hate to motivate. So Murda Muke, if you're listening, we're trying to motivate that beta out of you. We want you to know that I'm hating on you right now, so you can do better. And with that being said, I'm Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg.
I'm Ulric.
DocDoc Da Surgeon, the people's doctor.
And I love you, and that's a fact. Don't forget the Cash App, $ Elvis Rosenberg. Don't forget the Venmo, @Elvis-Rosenberg. Last week, I have to tell you guys, I'm a little disappointed. You didn't do very well with that. And you need to do better. Value for value is what we're offering here. And I need you to hit the Cash App and hit the Venmo. Last week wasn't good. Step it up, y'all, because we're here for you. I got a medical doctor here in scrubs. I got to take this call, I see. I love you. Boom.
All right.